Patchy, how are you?
Feel good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you finally. 18 days out. How you doing?
Feel great, man. Ready to go capture the Grand Prix title, the interim belt right now.
4 months since you put Magomed to sleep, man. Just you were underdog in that fight. Everyone was counting you out. How did it feel to do that and shut everybody up?
Felt good. I got much respect for Maga. It was good performance by me. Added to my submission, the highlight reel submissions that I have. My list of finishes. So it was a big win on my record, a big win for my career, and stamped me a finals ticket. So.
How do you feel about the performance? I just feel like you went in there and just cut through him like butter, man.
It was good. I just caught him. I played my cards right that fight. I outplayed him in chess there, and it was a thinking man's game. It was a big win for me. It was a very important win for me, and not to take from Maga. He's a very, very good competitor, one of the best in the world, and I was able to show what my potential is. How good I really am.
Fine, Raufeon. Before we talk about the matchup, is this the matchup that you thought was going to happen when this Grand Prix really started?
I thought it could be. When it started and I seen the brackets, I thought for sure either him or Juan. I figured I'd meet in the finale. After seeing his last fight, I'm not sure who won it. Sabatello or him. I sat cage side. I wasn't sure who won either. So going into it, I didn't know. But I'm happy it's this. 19-1 versus 17-1. I feel. Two of the best bantamweights in the world, and I want that name on my record. I want to win over this guy.
You've been circling each other for a minute now. On paper, it's a fantastic fight, man. What do you think of the matchup?
I feel great, man. I feel like it's a great matchup. I feel as if any matchup's great for me. I'm not sure about the odds books. I don't care about the matchmakers. I don't care about, the odds makers, should I say. I don't care about none of that. I've been an underdog the entire tournament, so, I don't really care about what anyone else thinks, anyone else's predictions. I know what I'm capable of doing, and just like you said, it is a good match on paper. But if you look on paper, I'm a finisher. I finish people, and he doesn't, Look at his last fight, look at mine. I'm coming here to finish this guy. I'm coming here to put him away. Like you said, 18 days, so I'm a millionaire. 18 days till I have the interim belt and the Grand Prix belt. So, I'm coming ready. I'm coming prepared.
Do you think it's as simple as a striker versus grappler match again, or or are you trying to show your striking is getting just as good as as everyone else?
I don't know, man. You have to assess it correctly. I fought Maga, who was. I just outstruck him. I think it was 22 strikes to 5 in the first round, my last fight. He was supposed to be a striker as well. I could strike just as good as I could grapple. It's just that people haven't seen those sides of my game. And if I could recall correctly, Raufeon Stots is a wrestler, He comes from a wrestling background. He's not some striker, and some kickboxing champion. He's good because he's able to wrestle. He mixes his wrestling in well with his stand-up. He's a very good, well-rounded MMA fighter. And against me, I don't think that wrestling, that grappling, any of that stuff will work to his advantage. And I'm here to show that I'm a better MMA fighter, not just one facet of it. I want to trump him in all facets of MMA and prove, I'm younger, faster, stronger, and I'm better.
Fighting in Hawaii, main event. You excited about fighting in Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I fought in Hawaii last year, should I say, 1 year ago. I fought Kyoji Horiguchi in Hawaii. I was calling my mom last year, calling back home, just talking about it, telling them how good of, an experience we're having. But this time I'm having all my friends go. My mom's going. I'm flying my brother and my mom there. My girl Tatiana is going. Oh, I have my whole team there. I have so many people going for me, so it's, it's a big... I have a big support system coming for the biggest fight of my life, and I'm entering in the prime of my life. So what better way to do it in Hawaii? Capture the belt, and I also get to fight a guy that's undefeated in Hawaii, never lost. He made his debut there, came back, fought again there, knocked Juan Archuleta, the only guy to defeat me out there. I'm looking forward to just being able to capture the name on my record. Two-time national champion, 19-1. Only lost to the number 2 ranked guy in the world. You know, I live for an opportunity like this, and I'm so excited for it. And $1 million, this win on my record, it's, you know, it's everything that I've ever worked for.
Do you think silly people are gonna do MMA math and say you lost one, he knocked one out, so put it together?
No, I mean, Ricky Bandejas also beat Merab, who knocked him out. You know what I mean? So, MMA math doesn't work. You know, I was a younger fighter then, as he was when he took his loss to Merab in 15 seconds. You know, when he got knocked out in 15 seconds by Merab. You know, it's like, you know, I'm not looking at that and looking at that's his one loss or nothing like that. I'm looking at the things that I've seen in his most recent fights, his Sabatello fight most recently. You know, I think as the game MMA evolves, so do we as athletes. And the athlete I was 3 years ago isn't the same as I am now. Same with him. You know, I think he's evolved. I think he's gotten better. Even from his Sabatello fight to now, I'm sure he's fixed mistakes and gotten better. But what I've seen from December 9th, that athlete there, I don't think he can get better, you know, as good in time for me. You know, I feel I've seen too many holes in his game where I'm very good, where I excel very good and I'm very great at is my ground, my submission prowess. I know he's a good wrestler. I know he's got very good crafty kicks, hard striker too. By no means do I think it's an easy fight, but I'm prepared for war, you know, for $1 million. I'll go through hell and back, and there's no doubt in my mind that I can't defeat and put him away, should I say.
You're a prize fighter, you're a competitor. Is the $1 million or the championship in a major organization more important to you?
Right now, the $1 million is more important to me because this major championship in an organization doesn't really matter to me right now. The $1 million in the Grand Prix title, the belt of that matters because it's everyone's name that was competing in the tournament. The undisputed title is for Pettis and Pitbull to fight for, and I'll get my shot after this fight, you know what I mean? But $1 million, the Grand Prix belt, the interim belt, all that comes as one package. The undisputed belt, that's way over there. That's to look forward to in the future. April 22nd, 18 days, I finished Raufeon Stots. I put him away. I'd be the first man to submit him. I'm the interim Bellator champion. I'm the Grand Prix bantamweight, first ever Grand Prix bantamweight champion. And I punched my ticket to the other side of a super fight against either Bellator's pound for pound best and Patricio Pitbull or number 7 ranked pound for pound Sergio Pettis. So, you know, either one with a win here, it you know, pushes me to that next level, gets me my shot where you know, I feel like I deserve, and it proves everyone, you know, 18-1 with 14 finishes, I'll be one of the best in the world. So I'm ready. 18 days, let's go.
You already answered my question. You said you're going to submit him. So just a couple last ones before I let you go, man. You mentioned it, Pitbull versus Pettis. Do you respect Pitbull for coming down to try and get that third belt?
Yeah, I respect him, you know, as do I Pettis. I respect both of them as athletes, competitors. I respect anybody in this whole game, you know, even Gallagher when I fought him, you know. Not as a person, maybe some people, but as athletes and competitors, you have to respect them. So he wants to make history. I can respect that. And, you know, I don't even see why it doesn't impede on anything, you know, for me. You know, I wanted to beat, you know, my plan was to beat Raufeon Stots and Sergio Pettis. If that plan changes because Patricio comes down, I'll beat Raufeon Stots and then I'll beat Patricio Pitbull. You know what I mean? Either one, you know, I mean, it just gives me a bigger opportunity, and I can respect him for trying to make history to come down and be a 3-division world champion. It's never been done before, and I wish him the best of luck. I hope he does it so that when I come down and I win this fight, I can go attack, you know, go for the #1 guy in the entire world and all this shit, you know what I mean? So I hope he comes down, I hope he makes history, and I'm gonna be the other guy on the other side of that. So all I have to do is punch my ticket by punching Raufeon Stots right in the face. So it's not that hard.
Win on Tatiana, man. How proud of you? How proud were you that she got that win, man? Because I know that you were with her through her ups and downs, and you saw behind the scenes, right? Like,
yeah.
So how proud were you?
I was very proud of Tatiana. She works her ass off. You know, we spend every day together. You know, we've been in camp since I started this tournament. Like, I've been in camp for a whole year, you know, nonstop. Me and her train nonstop. If I'm not going, she's going. So it was big to be in her corner for her. It was big to see how she runs her ship. Like, you know, the whole week is revolved around her. It's a whole different image, you know. It's a whole different perspective, should I say, for me, because I'm normally the athlete. So to be a fly on the wall, to be just a support system in that, not to jump the gun. You know, I'm getting all amped up on the way to the arena. She's like, Pat, we have 3 hours left. You know what I mean? Chill out. So it's like, you know, she's a little more calm than me because she's been competing and wrestling so long as well. So just trusting the process, trusting her, and, you know, she got it done. Second round guillotine, just like me. Second round guillotine, you know what I mean? Same finishes.
Finally, will you and Tatiana be champions in
By the end
2024?
of 2023, me and Tatiana will both be champions. She'll win the UFC championship belt. She will either go and beat Alexa Grasso again to win the belt, or she'll drop down and beat Wiley to win the 115-pound belt. Either one of those belts, you know, 125 or 115, I'm not sure what she plans to do. She will come back for one of those, and I will be a champion in a few Saturdays from now. So we will have these belts, and more importantly, you know, just looking to make history. You know, it's a little bit of small footsteps, you know, small steps at a time in a day, and I feel like, you know, we'll help each other out. By the end of the year, we'll only continue to get better, and you know, I'm just entering my prime. I'm just getting good now. Wait till you see me 6 months from now.
Boom.